Hello again, I'm Richie Castellano. Welcome back to my studio. Today we're going to do something really cool. We're going to do a shootout of 4 different speaker rigs for your gear. A question I've been getting a lot is about this particular unit. This is a Line 6 L2m Stagesource speaker. It's a full range flat response speaker and it has various applications for PA uses. You can use it as a keyboard amp, an acoustic guitar amp. But what we're going to talk about today is how you can use it for things like modeling amps like the Helix or the Pod. So that's what I have. That's one setup we're going to be testing. That's the Helix right into this speaker. Another rig for comparison is we're going to use this Engl Steve Morse amp, and that's going into a Marshall closed back cabinet with Celestion V60 speakers in it. I'm only going to be using one side of this per test because this is a 112 speaker and I want to get close results, as close as possible. Another rig we're going to be using is this really awesome thing by Matrix. This is called their GT1000FX power amp. It's a stereo power amp. I think it does 1,000 watts a side, solid state. It's also great for, fractals or helixes or anything you might have. And also I have this going into the other side of this cabinet here. So one side is the Engl, the other side is that, just so you can hear 112 each. And the last rig we're going to test is right here. This is a QSC K10. This has a 10-inch speaker in it. I don't have a K12 to test the 12-inch speaker, so this will have to do. Another great sounding unit. All this stuff sounds awesome. So really, it's up to you to decide what you like better. So for the Engl, we're just going to hear the amp. For the other 3 rigs, we're going to hear the Helix into them. So it's really difficult to do a test like this because you need to be in the room with me. So the best thing I can come up with today is not to use any close miking. Instead, I have a set of 2 really nice microphones in an XY stereo pattern miking the room so you can hear what all of the amps sound like in the room together. So let's get started. Here's the Engl Steve Morse head, and I tried to clone this sound as best as I could in the Helix for our comparisons later. So here's the first sound. So that's the first one. Really great sounding amp. I love this. Oh, the guitar. This is a Steve Morse Y2D Music Man guitar, Ernie Ball Music Man. So yes, I'm a bit of a fanboy. So anyway, now we're going to go into the Stagesource speaker, and this is me trying to clone this tone as best as I could. And here I'm using the Engl Meteor preamp with an Ownhammer Mesa Boogie closed back 412 Celestion V70 cab. And I have an EQ because I found that this can get a little heavy on the low end, a little woofy in the low mids, so I sort of tailored some of that out, and I'll show you what I did on the preset. So here's that sound. Another great sound. It's different, these aren't exactly the same rig, so it's going to sound a little different. Now we're going to try this QSC Q10. Okay, so here's our Matrix GT1000FX power amp rig. This is the Helix going into this Matrix power amp, only one side of it, and this going into one side of this Marshall cabinet with the Celestion V60s in it. So let's listen to that. 4 different rigs, and now we're going to do quick shootout, quick fire A/B editing magic. So go. Okay, so that's this video. I tried as best I could to match them. It's not really possible just because the Helix and modeling units like that are replicating what an amp sounds like with a microphone on it. So sort of like we have the microphone sound going into the cabinet. It's not going to be the same. Personally, I think all 4 of these are great. I think you can use all of these on a gig. It just really depends on what type of gig it is, what your application is, and I'll let you guys decide what you like the best based on the sound of the 2 microphones. Again, it's just 2 mics in a room and me. Thanks for watching this video. Please like and don't forget to subscribe. Also, leave comments, ask questions. I love talking to you guys and I love learning new stuff about guitar gear because we're all gear geeks. Thanks again.